Hello everyone, Namaste. Who else is there? Michelle, can you make it gallery view?
Sorry, Yogi, was that?
Can you make a gallery view? No? Hello everybody on YouTube. And Zoom, Joao, William, Ole, Lisa. Today we have a quite interesting topic. I will try to keep anonymous, will not disclose the name for people. Hello everybody on Zoom who's waiting. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask. You can drop in the chat, somebody will pick it up and we can discuss. And I have already questions in house. I will talk them through first. I find it hard. It's 12th of 12 today. Time is going very fast. Okay. This question is that I find it hard to get the right friendships. I don't see enough of who I feel happy with and get on well with. However, people don't want to engage with more try to bother me with frequent questions and updates on their life. I am very unhappy at attracting people on the fringe of society just because I have a unique vibration does not mean I will enjoy extreme people. If you are yourself unique, you are extreme itself. Do you understand? If you are a unique person, you are different than them, you are also a extreme human being. How can I create enough charisma to achieve relationship with the mainstream stable people? If you are extreme and unique, you are unstable yourself. Is this a sickness of Britain that only crazy people will give me sufficient social stimulant? So few of the questions that comes to my mind from the question itself. If you are claiming that you are a unique vibration you have, means you are different than many of us, or many of the people, means you are extreme in your existence. So you are extreme, you are attracting extreme people to be friendship with. Second, how can I create enough charisma to achieve relationship with the mainstream stable people? If you are unique, means you are unstable already, because you are no longer like everybody else. So If this difficulty arrives here, you are unique as per your statement, as per your understanding that you have unique vibration, which different, it's completely abnormal or a very normal, very special vibration. Obviously, mainstream people will not like to be friends with, because you only can align with the same vibration. You will attract the extreme people because you are yourself extreme. You are unhappy with attracting the people on the fringe of society just because they bother you with the questions and updates in their life, because they believe somehow or they feel somehow that you have a capability or a possibility you might be able to help them. That's why they actually ask you questions or bothers you with the updates of their life, because they think that you have some special gift, a special quality. So if you should be grateful for that, because you are unique, that you can help other people. That should not something bother you, that should give you some gratitude that you are actually making difference to some people's life even by hearing it. Doesn't matter you help them or not help them, but if you just become a ear for somebody, you have actually helped that living being to share their sorrow, share their joy, or share their whatever they have to offer or can feel liberated from by sharing with you. So, personally, I would not bother making friends with the mainstream stable people. So far, in my personal opinion, I found zero stable people. It's very, what you're looking for, my friend, it does not exist. You are looking for mainstream stable people. Does not exist. If you are stable, you are not mainstream. You are mediocre, just like living mundane life that can also be unstable very easily. Then you would like to dominate them with your unique qualities? Would you like to empower them with your unique vibration? That's why you want them to become friends with, so you can impress them. I don't know what is your agenda is. So if you're looking for mainstream stable people, you become one, you will attract one. Or accept the people as they are, and everybody becomes mainstream. You allow people to be as they are, accept them, they become mainstream for you. They are stable. Their stability or instability cannot affect you when you are stable. When you are yourself unstable, even the stable people will make you unstable. Even most stable people will affect you. Everything will affect you. So, what I will recommend, continue practicing yoga. Don't worry about stable people or mainstream people. Are you a good friend with yourself? Are you a good friend with yourself? Do you have a healthier and happy relationship with yourself? Do you bother yourself sometimes asking unnecessary questions. If those things happens to you, I'm sure everything will affect you as well. There's one question I like that you ask is how can you create enough charisma that not just only to attract mainstream stable people, but to raise your vibration, to transform your vibration so you don't attract the people who drive you mental, or you don't get driven mental by other people who are attracted to you. Either way, maybe people who attract, they are not mental. Maybe you get driven mental by everything and anything. Nobody knows. So my question is how to attract the charisma, how to create the charisma. Depend what kind of charisma you're looking for. You're looking for magic wand, for magical booklet, and you strike it through the dust powder over people's head and you have charisma. That will be difficult because I remember I was away at one time and somebody was teaching my yoga class, Prana Kriya yoga, and fortunately some of my students who was regular had a Kundalini Shakti and some fairy dust powder on their base chakra while they were in down facing dog. Teacher went along behind the back and sprinkling some of the fairy dust or angelic dust on their base chakra, especially when they were in down facing dog. Carry a magic wand saying the golden dust will vibrate your base chakra. There was a charisma basically. And lots of people found it very happy and very comfortable with it. And I thought that is sounds like some sort of cartoon character becoming a yoga teacher. But these things do exist. Some people spray over your head and they think your crown chakra will be awakened because you got golden dust over your head. So if you look at that kind of charisma, my friend, to create a magic wand over people's hair, some magic spell on people, not worth it. Only thing I will say, be a charismatic in your thinking, not to create charisma to attract people. Your creation itself a charisma. Your creation itself a charisma. Why would you need to have more charisma? Gratitude is a very good charisma. Compassion is a very good charisma. Kindness is a very good charisma. Love is very good charisma. Develop them. You don't need to worry about charisma. So cultivate those sensations in the body, in the mind, in your thinking, and in your actions towards to you and anybody who ever come in contact with you. That will become a living charisma, not thinking charisma. You yourself become a wonder person. But other part, in day-to-day mundane life, how can you be more charismatic? Good meditation. Every day you meditate, you clear your aura, your vibration rises. When your vibration, your aura is clear, you attract different people who would like to connect and align with the light that you carry. So again, it is not that something you tell yourself or I can give you some medication, then you get charisma, but you have to put effort to it. Regular yoga, asanas, regular meditation, but beyond that, the qualities of humanity, cultivate them. What makes you human? Kindness, compassion, classified as the quality of humanity. If you don't have humanity, you are not classified as a human in my eyes. You are just a animal walking on the two legs. Without the humanity, I wouldn't classify as a human being. That's where the humanity come from. Quality of humanity, compassion, love, kindness, all those is important part. So I hope that your question has been brought some bit more clarity to you, more than actually what you asked before. To get the right friendship, if your friendship is based on expectation, if your friendship based on expectation that you want your friend to be a specific and particular behavior, means that is an expectation from your friend. Drop that. Everybody can be your friend. Whoever you can be familiar with is your friend. It can become familiarity, also becomes the family. So we have a concept in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Your whole world is your family. Everybody you can connect with, people you like or not like, you both share the same breath, same atmosphere, same environment. Have you ever known that even your person you don't really like, who you may classify as your enemy, which should not be the case, or somebody who really boils your blood, at the time you are having a best argument with the person, you're breathing the same energy. You're breathing the same energy, same prana. So the prana itself connected. There is no separation in the prana. So important part, you build a good friendship with your emotions. Build a good friendship with your senses. We build a healthier friendship with the senses. You will have a healthier friendships around you as well. Okay. If that answers your question, thank you. And we have one more question somebody asked. Is one question is a very practical question. I always avoid getting into the Prana Kriya yoga classes during menstruation. So obviously it is not asked by a male gender. I will keep it anonymous. So, or at least during the first days, as I don't think some of the kriyas are so suitable or good at that moment, do you really think doing the whole Prana Kriya yoga session or class during menstruation recommended or not recommended? Very practical question, because we have almost 6 classes a week of Prana Kriya yoga. Some of the kriyas are very impactful to awakening or the prana or stimulating the prana in the same area that is affected by the menstruation. But beyond that, you may think your menstruation only happening in your womb area and base chakra area, but your heart chakra also very vulnerable. You're very vulnerable. Your temperamental becomes also your ability of intuition also changes. I'm not saying make it down or up, but ability of intuition changes during the menstruation. Your coherence of the brain also get affected. You feel slightly wobbly, emotionally wobbly, physically wobbly. Your balance is slightly off. Your water balance in the body also changes. Also, you may feel little bloated. You may feel little tender. You may feel the sentimental. You become a bit more extra sensitive. And you are trying to clear the samskaras during that emotion. You are transforming yourself. Menstruation cycle itself, its biggest transformation happens every month, in my opinion. You are having a Mother Nature cleanse naturally. You clearing all the karmas, all the samskaras, the loss of memory get transformed through it. But nowadays, there's lots of medication around that also affects your hormone level. Once you finish your menstruation, you feel completely upbeat, totally new, transformed human being. You feel really uplifted. You feel totally rejuvenated. I never had one, so but I am talking with the experience of literature and understanding of it. So, because somebody will say, how do you know such thing? I have had some of the students ask some strange questions. So, if in my opinion, back in the Sanatana Dharma, whereas lots of people had arguments and fights with it, they said, we like to be equal, we don't like to be stayed from off work or doing our duties. But traditionally, according to the Vedic system or Sanatana Dharma, during menstruation, there was a dedicated space, but then later, slowly, when society became rigid, they classified as either unhygienic and not clean person during menstruation. It was never the case. The person who's menstruating at the time, whole family used to look after that person. Due to health and safety, which I already described previously, because you are mentally very vulnerable, physically very vulnerable, your balance is slightly off, and you are very sentimental, you are very tender at the time, and back in the day they don't used to have too many things, so the blood used to go back to the Mother Nature, not into the plastic pads or in those things you insert inside you. None of those things used to happen. So that was a blood used to go back to the Mother Nature. So there was a natural process. So the people that found it not nice. They think it is a discrimination against women. I think personally, it was the best thing. I guarantee you, 90 to 95% of female who menstruate at the time would like to have a good luxury time. Would like to rest in the bed, breakfast, lunch, dinner served, no work, totally resting, and everybody taking care of it. I'm pretty sure some of you may like to have that quality of life, especially during menstruation. But what you end up doing, you're working just like every other day, your back hurt. Reason your back hurt during menstruation, before menstruation, or afterward, Because you are vulnerable, your lumbar part of the spine is very tender, and you continue working. In my opinion, if you start taking rest for those days, doing absolutely nothing, just totally resting and connecting with yourself, you can eliminate a problem of lower back problems. But I don't think so. Any female who have a menstruation takes rest during those days. She just take painkiller and carry on. That is the life. That's the gift of modern life. So, personally, my opinion, I would recommend not to practice any yoga, any kriyas. Just meditate and rest. Don't even lift any weight. Don't even do any household work. You have a royal treatment. Get everybody else to do things for you. And with no asking, total dedication. You just resting, everybody brings everything for you. But this everything has side effects and other reasons as well in life. But naturally, you should connect with nature. So during mood flow or the menstruation, I will highly recommend to take a total rest. Total rest does not mean you carry on doing your household work. Zero weight lifting, zero move. You should not have any stress at all. Your body already has plenty of stress going through those emotions, which you may not see it. But your subtle body already having lots of emotions, lots of process going through your body. So personal recommendation, total rest. If that makes sense?
Yes, thank you.
I was keeping it anonymous, by the way. So there was a next question I had. Is also anonymous. So can I give a specific recommendation for a person who speaks a lot in an accelerated way? Means speaking really fast or talking too much. Despite they are really good while they do yoga or they feel very well with yoga, but can I or do you think is there any specific recommendation to the equilibrate that issue, some specific practice? I recommend a 10-day or 21-day of Vipassana once a year. At least, if that's not possible, once a week. You choose any day that suits you. Do not talk at all. Do not talk at all. Observe your mental processing system, how much you are talking, how much you are analyzing, literally once a week. Fasting from talking. And that day when you are having fasting from talking, also make a fasting from food. Eat a very light food if you can. Only one meal in that scenario. But that also be a handful of both. So fasting from a food and fasting from a talking should go hand in hand once a week. Will be recommended. Second, the days you are talking, try to become a bit mindful what you are saying. Is it really necessary? Can you get away without saying anything? It's very practical. Third, Ujjayi breath and a lot of Brahmari Pranayama. Ujjayi breath, that you make the breath retain inside as long as you can, and then do a Brahmari Pranayama as long as possible. Then inhale again, Ujjayi breath, and make Ujjayi Kumbhaka, retention of a Ujjayi breath in the body, maximum length of the time as you can. Observing and hearing the inner sound that will calm the nervous system. You spend more time with the inner vibration, antarnada, the voice of your inner self. You will be able to hear the quietness. Then you chant Om, you listen to the Om. That will create a possibility to slow down while you are communicating. So those are one practical thing, but both of them are practical. The fasting, be mindful while you're talking, the those you are talking, and a Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by chanting Om with the mouth closed. Those two practices can be very useful. The person accelerated in their communication, accelerated talking, can be their nervousness, lack of confidence inside them, so they literally speak really fast, or they feel uneasy during communication, or intimidation in case somebody asks them another question. So you want to, your body now develops a habit, you want to talk as fast as you can and move on so you can avoid asking questions. There could be many reasons. Sometimes, if it's not yourself, it's somebody else, when they're talking accelerated, go along, give them some food. So they start eating food. They will not talk too loud or talk too fast. That's practical advice. Second, you can just go give them a hug. That will also make them stop talking too fast. Surprise them basically. Or you can just make all the sudden sound, whenever they're exaggerating, you make the sudden sound that breaks the pattern. They will quieten down itself. The easiest way to give them a food. They have to eat the food, they will not talk meantime. Okay? I hope that makes sense. There was some of things, you can take them as a lightly. If it's your friend, you can play as a joke. Or as a practical yogi practice, there is yogi practice as well for them. So hug can always work immediately. Food can always work. And surprise them just by screaming, clapping your hands. That can also make them stop from exaggerated communication. If it's yourself, you are the person who is talking exaggerated, in that case, I will recommend a Ujjayi breath, retention, a long chanting of Om. Fasting once a week from talking, fasting once a week, same day from food as well. And see how much your mind talks to you then. They don't have a verbal talk, but your mind start talking. So the person has to get to experience how fast the mind is talking. So all those things I'm pretty sure will be very helpful. Is anybody else have any question? I think that's enough today in the house questions. Anybody on YouTube have any question? Any questions in the house? Follow up to that what we have discussed. Okay. What happened, Stefan?
I was just asking if I can try to do it more than once a week to make her stop talking.
Choose one day a week.
It's not enough.
Eh? Not enough. Then I recommend 21 days of Vipassana. Once a year. Traditionally, Vipassana used to be a 40-day process. They reduced down to a 21 day. They came down to a 10 days when the Goenka started. Vipassana is a lot older than Goenka. Some people think the Goenka is the founder of Vipassana, but not really. It's a Rig Veda. Vipassana is described in Rig Veda, which is older than Goenka. So, then later on, nowadays people are only doing 3 days of Vipassana. I even reduce it down to 1 day. I can even reduce it down to one moment. If you can be very, observe the silence, even for a 20 minutes in a day, I will be very happy. And actually, you will be more happier than me, actually. So, on that note, Hariom, thank you everyone. Is there any question in YouTube? Okay. Thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed our discussion. Hopefully see you each other next week on Saturday. Thank you. Thank you everybody. Bye bye at YouTube as well.
Thank you. Bye.